Medications. Noun, a medicine, or all the medicines regularly taken by a patient. Channel. Noun, the physical confine of a river or slough, consisting of a bed and banks. Anyone. Pronoun, any person, anybody. Dying. Verb, to stop living, to become dead, to undergo death. Verb, to color with dye, or as if with dye. Noun, the process of approaching death. Loss of life. Less precisely, death. Noun, with the. Those who are currently expiring. Moribund. Adjective, approaching death, about to die. Moribund. Implies. Verb, of a proposition, to have as a necessary consequence. Among. Preposition, denotes a mingling or intermixing with distinct or separable objects. See usage note at amidst. A. Noun, the name of the Latin script letter A. Insignificant. Adjective, not significant, not important, inconsequential, or having no noticeable effect. Meaningful. Adjective, having meaning, significant. Anymore. Adverb, in negative or interrogative constructions, from a given time onwards, longer, again. Domains. Noun, a geographic area owned or controlled by a single person or organization. Negative. Noun, refusal or withholding of assents. Prohibition. Veto. Verb, to refuse, to veto. Adjective, not positive nor neutral. Interjection. Signaling, an elaborate synonym for no. Job. Noun, a task. Verb, to do odd jobs or occasional work for hire. Action. Noun, something done so as to accomplish a purpose. Verb, to act on a request etc. in order to put it into effect. Interjection, demanding or signifying the start of something, usually an act or scene of a theatric performance. Implicit. Adjective, implied indirectly, without being directly expressed. Goodness. Noun, the state or characteristic of being good. Broken. Verb, to separate into two or more pieces. To fracture or crack, by a process that cannot easily be reversed for reassembly. Adjective, fragmented, in separate pieces. Miles. Noun, the international mile, a unit of length precisely equal to 1.609344 kilometers established by treaty among Anglophone nations in 1959. Divided into 5,280 feet or 1,760 yards. Adverb, much, a lot, used to emphasize a comparative. Arrival. Noun, the act of arriving or something that has arrived. Depressing. Verb, to press down. Adjective, causing depression or sadness. Longer. Adjective, having much distance from one terminating point on an object or an area to another terminating point. Usually applies to horizontal dimensions. See usage notes below. Adverb, over a great distance in space. Demands. Noun, the desire to purchase goods and services. Verb, to request forcefully. Affliction. Noun, a state of pain, suffering, distress or agony. Items. Noun, a distinct physical object. Verb, to make a note of. Import. Noun, something brought in from an exterior source, especially for sale or trade. Verb, to bring something in from a foreign country, especially for sale or trade. Flour. Noun, powder obtained by grinding or milling cereal grains, especially wheat, or other foodstuffs such as soybeans and potatoes, and used to bake bread, cakes, and pastry. Verb, to apply flour to something. To cover with flour. Noun, a colorful, conspicuous structure associated with angiosperms, frequently scented and attracting various insects, and which may or may not be used for sexual reproduction. Noun, something that flows, such as a river. Consciousness. Noun, the state of being conscious or aware, awareness. Marketing. Verb. To make products or services available for sale and promote them. Noun. Buying and selling in a market. Indexing. Verb. To arrange an index for something, especially a long text. Noun. A system used to assign indexes. Handsome. Verb. To render handsome. Adjective. Of people, things, etc. having a good appearance. Good looking. Entertain. Noun. Entertainment. Pleasure. Verb. To amuse someone. To engage the attention of agreeably. Actionable. Adjective. That can be acted on. That can be used as the basis for taking action. Affair. Noun. Often in the plural. Something which is done or is to be done. Business of any kind. Commercial, professional, or public. Fantasy. Noun. That which comes from one's imagination. Verb. To fantasize about. Guilds. Noun. A group or association mainly of tradespeople made up of merchants, craftspeople, or artisans for mutual aid, particularly in the Middle Ages. Binoculars. Noun. A handheld device consisting of a series of lenses and prisms, used to magnify objects so that they can be better seen from a distance, and looked at through both eyes. Dogs. Noun. A mammal, Canis familiaris or Canis lupus familiaris, that has been domesticated for thousands of years, of highly variable appearance due to human breeding. Verb. To pursue with the intent to catch. Noun. Meat from a dog eaten as food. Noun. Feet. From rhyming slang dog's meat. Groceries. Noun. The commodities sold by a grocer or in a grocery store. Noun. Usually groceries, retail foodstuffs and other household supplies. Verb. To go grocery shopping. Members. Noun. One who officially belongs to a group. Invisible. Noun. An invisible person or thing. Specifically, God, the Supreme Being. Verb. To make invisible. To invisibilize. Adjective. Unable to be seen. Out of sight. Not visible. Clicks. Noun. A brief, sharp, not particularly loud, relatively high-pitched sound produced by the impact of something small and hard against something hard, such as by the operation of a switch, a lock or a latch, or a finger pressed against the thumb and then released to strike the hand. Verb. To cause to make a click, to operate a switch, etc., so that it makes a click. Noun. A detent, pawl, or ratchet, such as that which catches the cogs of a ratchet wheel to prevent backward motion. Verb. To snatch. Noun. A kilometer. Finishes. Noun. An end, the end of anything. Verb. To complete something. Circle. Noun. A two-dimensional geometric figure. A line. Consisting of the set of all those points in a plane that are equally distant from a given point. Center. Verb. To travel around along a curved path. Kindergarten. Noun. An educational institution for young children, usually between ages 4 and 6. Nursery school. Feelings. Noun. Sensation, particularly through the skin. Expensive. Adjective. Given to expending a lot of money, profligate, lavish. Incorrect. Adjective. Not correct, erroneous or wrong. Centrally. Adverb. Location, in a central manner or situation. At, to, through or from the center. Learning. Verb. To acquire, or attempt to acquire knowledge or an ability to do something. Verb. To teach. Noun. An act in which something is learned. Killed. Verb. To put to death, to extinguish the life of. Adjective. Of steel, deoxidized. Hypothesis. Noun. Used loosely. A tentative conjecture explaining an observation, phenomenon or scientific problem that can be tested by further observation, investigation and/or experimentation. As a scientific term of art, see the attached quotation. compare to theory, and quotation given there. Bias. Noun. Inclination towards something. Predisposition. Partiality. Prejudice. Preference. Predilection. Verb. To place bias upon. To influence. Adjective. Inclined to one side. Swelled on one side. Adverb. In a slanting manner. Crosswise. Obliquely. Diagonally. Functionality. Noun. The ability to perform a task or function. That set of functions that something is able or equipped to perform. Carbon. Noun. The chemical element. Symbol C. With an atomic number of 6. It can be found in pure form, for example, as graphite, a black, shiny and very soft material, or diamond, a colorless, transparent, crystalline solid and the hardest known material. Verb. To cause someone to receive a carbon copy of an email message. Certain. Noun. With the something certain. Adjective. Sure, positive, not doubting. Pronoun. With of unnamed or undescribed members of. Met. Verb. To make contact with while in proximity. Grow. Verb. To become larger, to increase in magnitude. Dietitian. Noun. A person who studies or practices dietetics. Events. Noun. An occurrence. Something that happens. Verb. To occur. Take place. Verb. To be emitted or breathed out. To evaporate. Elite. Noun. A special group or social class of people which have a superior intellectual, social or economic status as the elite of society. Adjective. Of high birth or social position. Aristocratic or patrician. Insecure. Adjective. Not secure. Admits. Verb. To allow to enter. To grant entrance. To. Whether into a place. Into the mind. Or into consideration. Growth. Noun. An increase in size, number, value, or strength. Here. Noun. Abstract. This place. This location. Adjective. Filler after a noun or demonstrative pronoun. Solely for emphasis. Adverb. Location. In. On. Or at this place. Interjection. Used semi-assertively to offer something to the listener. Extracted. Verb. To draw out. To pull out. To remove forcibly from a fixed position. As by traction or suction. Etc. Discussing. Verb. To converse or debate concerning a particular topic. Appropriate. Verb. To make suitable. To suit. Adjective. Suitable or fit. Proper. Attorney. Noun. A lawyer. One who advises or represents others in legal matters as a profession. Verb. To work as a legal attorney. Catching. Verb. Heading. To capture. Overtake. Noun. The action of the verb catch. Adjective. Contagious. Accounted. Verb. To provide explanation. Hard-working. Adjective. Of a person, taking their work seriously and doing it well and rapidly. Honestly. Adverb. Manner. In an honest manner. Interjection. Used to express exasperation, dismay, etc. Files. Noun. A collection of papers collated and archived together. Verb. To commit. Official papers. To some office. Noun. A column of people one behind another. Whether single file or in a large group with many files side by side. Verb. To move in a file. Noun. A hand tool consisting of a handle to which a block of coarse metal is attached. And used for removing sharp edges or for cutting. Especially through metal. Verb. To smooth, grind, or cut with a file. Verb. To defile. Manga. Noun. A comic originating in Japan. Apricot. Noun. A round sweet and juicy stone fruit. Resembling peach or plum in taste. With a yellow-orange flesh. Lightly fuzzy skin and a large seed inside. Adjective. Of a pale yellowish-orange color. Like that of an apricot. Derive. Verb. to obtain or receive something from something else. Aside. Noun. An incidental remark made quietly so as to be heard by the person to whom it is said and not by any others in the vicinity. Adverb. To or on one side so as to be out of the way. Dramatically. Adverb. In a dramatic manner. Compromise. Noun. The settlement of differences by arbitration or by consent reached by mutual concessions. Verb. To bind by mutual agreement. Mic. Noun. A microphone. Verb. To microphone. To place one or more microphones, mics, on. Faith. Noun. A trust or confidence in the intentions or abilities of a person, object, or ideal from prior empirical evidence. Merchant. Noun. A person who traffics in commodities for profit. Verb. As a resident of a region. To buy goods from a non-resident and sell them to another non-resident. Desert. Noun. Usually in the plural, that which is deserved or merited, a just punishment or reward. Expertise. Noun. Great skill or knowledge in a particular field or hobby. Discovery. Noun. Something discovered. Drawbacks. Noun. A disadvantage. Something that detracts or takes away. Borrow. Noun. Deviation of the path of a rolling ball from a straight line. Slope. Slant. Verb. To receive something from somebody temporarily, expecting to return it. Communicate. Verb. To impart. Depth. Noun. The vertical distance below a surface, the degree to which something is deep. Blood. Noun. A member of the Los Angeles gang the Bloods. Noun. A vital liquid flowing in the bodies of many types of animals that usually conveys nutrients and oxygen. In vertebrates, it is colored red by hemoglobin, is conveyed by arteries and veins, is pumped by the heart and is usually generated in bone marrow. Verb. To cause something to be covered with blood. To bloody. Acrobat. Noun. An athlete who performs acts requiring skill, agility and coordination. Cut. Noun. The act of cutting. Verb. Heading. To incise. To cut into the surface of something. Adjective. Participial adjective. Having been cut. Important. Adjective. Having relevant and crucial value. Episode. Noun. An incident, action, or time period standing out by itself, but more or less connected with a complete series of events. Come. Noun. Coming. Arrival. Approach. Verb. To move from further away to nearer to. Preposition. Used to indicate a point in time at or after which a stated event or situation occurs. Interjection. An exclamation to express annoyance. Beautiful. Noun. Someone who is beautiful. Can be used as a term of address. Adjective. Attractive and possessing beauty. Afford. Verb. To incur, stand, or bear without serious detriment. As an act which might under other circumstances be injurious. With an auxiliary. As can, could, might, etc. To be able or rich enough. Napkin. Noun. A serviette. Usually rectangular. Piece of cloth or paper used at the table for wiping the mouth and hands for cleanliness while eating. Cleaner. Noun. A person whose occupation is to clean floors, windows and other things. Elephant. Noun. A mammal of the order Proboscidea. Having a trunk and two large ivory tusks jutting from the upper jaw. Noun. A large size of paper. Measuring 23 by 28 inches. Or sometimes 22 by 30. Or double elephant paper. 26 by 40 inches. Admit. Verb. To allow to enter. To grant entrance. To. Whether into a place. Into the mind. Or into consideration. Dishonest. Adjective. Not honest. Him. Pronoun. Honorific alternative letter case form of him. Sometimes used when referring to God or another important figure who is understood from context. Noun. A male person. Pronoun. A masculine pronoun. He is a grammatical object. Flush. Noun. A group of birds that have suddenly started up from undergrowth, trees, etc. Verb. To cause to take flight from concealment. Brewing. Verb. To make tea or coffee by mixing tea leaves or coffee beans with hot water. Noun. The production of alcoholic beverages, such as beer, by fermentation. The process of being brewed. Engage. Verb. Heading. To interact socially. Dollars. Noun. Official designation for currency in some parts of the world, including Canada, the United States, Australia, New Zealand, Hong Kong, and elsewhere. Its symbol is dollar. Filter. Noun. A device which separates a suspended, dissolved, or particulate matter from a fluid, solution, or other substance. Any device that separates one substance from another. Verb. To sort, sift, or isolate. Fly. Noun. Any insect of the order Diptera, characterized by having 2 wings, except for some wingless species, also called true flies. Factors. Noun. A doer. Maker. A person who does things for another person or organization. Verb. To find all the factors of a number or other mathematical object. The objects that divide it evenly. Cope. Verb. To deal effectively with something, especially if difficult. Member. Noun. One who officially belongs to a group. Cheese. Noun. A dairy product made from curdled or cultured milk. Verb. To prepare curds for making cheese. Interjection. Said while being photographed. To give the impression of smiling. Construction. Noun. The process of constructing. Characterized. Verb. To depict someone or something a particular way, often negative. Huge. Adjective. Very large. Employed. Verb. To hire somebody for work or a job. Adjective. In a job. Working. Deduce. Verb. To reach a conclusion by applying rules of logic to given premises. Collect. Verb. To gather together. Amass. Adjective. To be paid for by the recipient, as a telephone call or a shipment. Adverb. With payment due from the recipient. Civilizations. Noun. An organized culture encompassing many communities, often on the scale of a nation or a people. A stage or system of social, political or technical development. Cheap. Noun. Trade. Traffic. Chaffer. Chaffering. Verb. To trade. Traffic. Bargain. Chaffer. Ask the price of goods. Cheapen goods. Adjective. Low and or reduced in price. Adverb. Cheaply. Capable. Adjective. Able and efficient. Having the ability needed for a specific task. Having the disposition to do something. Permitting or being susceptible to something. Magician. Noun. A person who plays with or practices allegedly supernatural magic. Digest. Verb. To distribute or arrange methodically. To work over and classify. To reduce to portions for ready use or application. Honor. Noun. Recognition of importance or value. Respect. Veneration. Of someone, usually for being morally upright or successful. Verb. To think of highly. To respect highly. To show respect for. To recognize the importance or spiritual value of. Countryside. Noun. A rural area, or the rural part of a larger area. Cons. Noun. A disadvantage of something, especially when contrasted with its advantages. Pros. Noun. A convicted criminal. A convict. Noun. A fraud. Something carried out with the intention of deceiving. Usually for personal, often illegal, gain. Noun. An organized gathering such as a convention, conference or congress. Noun. The conversion of part of a building. Clogged. Verb. To block or slow passage through, often with up. Adjective. Having an obstructed flow. blocked. Beliefs. Noun. Mental acceptance of a claim as true. 19. Numeral. The cardinal number occurring after 18 and before 20. Represented in Roman numerals as 19 and in Arabic numerals as 19. It is the last, largest of the teens. Acceptable. Adjective. Worthy, decent, sure of being accepted or received with at least moderate pleasure. Electricity. Noun. Originally a property of amber and certain other non-conducting substances to attract lightweight material when rubbed, or the cause of this property. Now understood to be a phenomenon caused by the distribution and movement of charged subatomic particles and their interaction with the electromagnetic field. Horizon. Noun. The visible horizontal line or point, in all directions, that appears to connect the earth to the sky. Failures. Noun. State or condition of not meeting a desirable or intended objective, opposite of success. Binder. Noun. Someone who binds. Configure. Verb. To set up or arrange something in such a way that it is ready for operation for a particular purpose, or to someone's particular liking. Managed. Verb. To direct or be in charge of. Fulfillment. Noun. The act of fulfilling. Bicycle. Noun. A vehicle that has two wheels, one behind the other, a steering handle, and a saddle seat or seats, and is usually propelled by the action of a rider's feet upon pedals. Verb. To travel or exercise using a bicycle. Elusive. Adjective. Evading capture, comprehension or remembrance. Code. Noun. A short symbol, often with little relation to the item it represents. Verb. To write software programs. If. Noun. An uncertainty, possibility, condition, doubt, etc. Conjunction. Supposing that, assuming that, in the circumstances that, used to introduce a condition or choice. Blow. Noun. A strong wind. Verb. To produce an air current. Inclusion. Noun. An addition or annex to a group, set, or total. Freedom. Noun. The state of being free, of not being imprisoned or enslaved. Identify. Verb. To establish the identity of someone or something. Note. Noun. Heading. A symbol or annotation. Verb. To notice with care. To observe. To remark. To heed. Account. Noun. A registry of pecuniary transactions. A written or printed statement of business dealings or debts and credits. And also of other things subjected to a reckoning or review. Issue. Noun. The action or an instance of flowing or coming out. An outflow. Particularly. Verb. To flow out. To proceed from. To come out or from. Incision. Noun. A cut, especially one made by a scalpel or similar medical tool in the context of surgical operation. The scar resulting from such a cut. Imports. Noun. Something brought in from an exterior source, especially for sale or trade. Verb. To bring something in from a foreign country, especially for sale or trade. Verb. To be important, to be significant, to be of consequence. Celebrate. Verb. To extol or honor in a solemn manner. Local. Noun. A person who lives near a given place. Adjective. From or in a nearby location. Adverb. In the local area, within a city, state, country, etc. Noun. An anesthetic. Anesthetic substance that causes loss of sensation only to the area to which it is applied. Mic. Noun. A microphone. Verb. To microphone. To place one or more microphones, mics, on. Learning. Verb. To acquire, or attempt to acquire knowledge or an ability to do something. Verb. To teach. Noun. An act in which something is learned. Applying. Verb. To lay or place. To put one thing to another. Noun. The act of applying. An application. Aisle. Noun. A wing of a building, notably in a church separated from the nave proper by piers. Neighbor. Noun. A person living on adjacent or nearby land. A person situated adjacently or nearby. Anything. Of the same type of thing as the subject. In an adjacent or nearby position. Verb. To be adjacent to. Championship. Noun. A competition to determine a champion, especially the final of a series of competitions. Establish. Verb. To make stable or firm, to confirm. Describes. Verb. To represent in words. Inappropriate. Adjective. Not appropriate, not suitable for the situation, time, or place. Aid. Noun. Help, assistance, succor, relief. Interruption. Noun. The act of interrupting, or the state of being interrupted. Inspector. Noun. A person employed to inspect something. Goes. Noun. The act of going. Verb. To move. Energy. Noun. The impetus behind all motion and all activity. Imposed. Verb. To establish or apply by authority. Hurt. Noun. An emotional or psychological humiliation or bad experience. Verb. To be painful. Adjective. Wounded. Physically injured. Dogs. Noun. A mammal. Canis familiaris or Canis lupus familiaris. That has been domesticated for thousands of years. Of highly variable appearance due to human breeding. Verb. To pursue with the intent to catch. Noun. Meat from a dog eaten as food. Noun. Feet. From rhyming slang dog's meat. Mental. Adjective. Of or relating to the mind or an intellectual process. Archaeologist. Noun. Someone who studies or practices archaeology. Forever. Noun. An extremely long time. Adjective. Permanent. Lasting. Adverb. Duration. For all time. For all eternity. For a lifetime. For an infinite amount of time. Bunch. Noun. A group of similar things. Either growing together, or in a cluster or clump. Usually fastened together. Verb. To gather into a bunch. Hot. Verb. With up. To heat. To make or become hot. Adjective. Of an object. Having a high temperature. Designing. Verb. To plan and carry out. A picture. Work of art. Construction etc. Noun. A process of design. Adjective. Artful. Scheming. Interjection. Chiefly internet slang. Used as a filler response when one does not have a response to use. Almost always used by itself. Leaving. Verb. To have a consequence or remnant. Verb. To give leave to. Allow. Permit. Let. Grant. Verb. To produce leaves or foliage. Verb. To raise. To levy. Dragged. Verb. To pull along a surface or through a medium. Sometimes with difficulty. Verb. To perform as a drag queen or drag king. Detect. Verb. To discover or find by careful search, examination, or probing. Adjective. Detected. Exercising. Verb. To exert for the sake of training or improvement. To practice in order to develop. Noun. The act by which something is exercised. Chess. Noun. A board game for two players with each beginning with 16 chess pieces moving according to fixed rules across a chessboard with the objective to checkmate the opposing king. Latest. Adjective. Near the end of a period of time. Adverb. After a deadline has passed. Past a designated time. Noun. The most recent thing. Particularly information or news. Habit. Noun. An action performed on a regular basis. Chatted. Verb. To be engaged in informal conversation. Autonomy. Noun. Self-government. Freedom to act or function independently. Copying. Verb. To produce an object identical to a given object. Noun. An instance of the making of a copy. Conclude. Verb. To end. To come to an end. Beyond. Noun. The unknown. Adverb, farther along or away. Preposition, further away than. Looking. Noun, the act of one who looks, a glance. Daddy. Noun, usually childish, father. Verb, to father, to sire. Blush. Noun, an act of blushing, a red glow on the face caused by shame, modesty, etc. Verb, to become red in the face, and sometimes experience an associated feeling of warmth, especially due to shyness, shame, excitement, or embarrassment. Elementary. Noun, an elementary school. Adjective, relating to the basic, essential or fundamental part of something. Bags. Noun, a flexible container made of cloth, paper, plastic, etc. Verb, to put into a bag. Introduces. Verb, of people, to cause someone to be acquainted with someone else. Decision. Noun, the act of deciding. Verb, to defeat an opponent by a decision of the judges, rather than by a knockout. Fashionable. Noun, a fashionable person, a fop. Adjective, characteristic of or influenced by a current popular trend or style. Lights. Noun, visible electromagnetic radiation. The human eye can typically detect radiation, light, in the wavelength range of about 400 to 750 nanometers. Nearby shorter and longer wavelength ranges, although not visible, are commonly called ultraviolet and infrared light. Noun, a stone that is not thrown hard enough. Noun, the lungs, now chiefly of an animal, being lighter than adjacent parts. Billion. Noun, modern British and Australian, short scale, 1,000 million. Logic, 1,000 times 1,000 to the power of 2. 1 followed by 9 zeros. 109. A milliard. Clean. Noun, removal of dirt. Verb, to remove dirt from a place or object. Adjective, heading, physical, free of dirt or impurities or protuberances. Adverb, fully and completely.